Hi besties, welcome back to the channel. This is So with Somi. On today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how I made this Basque waistline gown. The one in the middle is the one I made and the one on the side is the inspiration. So do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. For this tutorial, I use 1.5 yards of plain crepe fabric and 3 yards of flowered crepe fabric. So here I've cut out the fabric I'll be using and I've marked out my starting line. So the one at the upper part is for the front piece, and for the back one I added 1 inch for my zipper allowance. Now from the shoulder line I'll start taking my measurements. I'm going to come down 9 inches for my chest line. For people who don't know how to get their chest line, divide your round bust by 6, whatever that gives you. Add 1.5 inches to that is your chest line. After marking my chest line, I'm going to mark my waist line, and my waist is 16 inches. Now for the full length I have here, I have 23 inches. On the shoulder line, I'm going to divide my round shoulder by 2, which is 15 divided by 2 will give you 7.5. I mark that on the shoulder line, and I'll mark the same 7.5 on the chest line, and I'll connect the 2 points together. For the neck width, I made use of a neck width of 3 inches. For the depth, I used 1 inch for the back neckline and 3 inches for the front neckline, and I'll connect it to the neck width. On the armhole, I'm going to come down 1 inch from my shoulder slope, and I'll connect from my neck width to meet the 1 inch we came down on the shoulder slope. I'll measure what I have left on the armhole, and I have 8 inches. Half of that is 4. On that point, I came in by half an inch. On the chest line, I'll divide my round bust by 4, which is 36 divided by 4 will give you 9. I'll mark that. I'll connect the 3 points together to cover our armhole. So this is a freehand method. Now I'm going to add 1 inch for my stitching allowance. For the waistline, I'm going to divide my round waist by 4, which is 28 divided by 4 will give you 7. So I'm going to mark that and add 1 inch for stitching allowance. Now I'll connect from the chest line to meet the measurement on the waistline. So now we're done drafting out our basic body. So to get our backs, from the waistline, I'm going to come down by 2 inches. So this is where our backs will start from. So this is our new waistline. Now from that point, I'm going to curve out my back. So note for these backs, it is not a sharp V. So this is like a U kind of backs. It is a U kind of backs. So it is not sharp. So watch closely how I'm drawing mine. So now I'm drawing out to get that U shape. So this is what I'm talking about. So it's a U shape. It is not sharp. It is U. So now I'm just adjusting mine to get what I'm looking for. So after that, this is what I have. So I was take it again. I came down from the waistline by 2 inches and I connected my backs. So this is what we have. I'm going to do now is to cut out all the excess we have on the side. Just trace out all the excess. So first of all, cut out the lower parts. You cut out the sides. So guys, here I couldn't find my new scissors and I was literally struggling with this one because this was not sharp anymore. But later I found my scissors. So after that, we're going to cut out the back neckline first. The back neckline first. Then we're going to cut out the shoulder. Now we're going to cut out the back armhole first. And trace off the little excess we have on the side. Now we're going to take off the pins so that we can separate the front from the back. Now for the back piece, I'll be opening up the 1 inch zipper allowance that we added. So open up your zipper allowance. Now keep this aside to work on our front piece. Now for the front piece, I'll be cutting off the front neckline. After that, I'll be cutting off the 1/2 inch we came in on the front armhole. So now I have both the front and the back piece together. I'm going to open up my front piece. So I'll take out the pins. I'll open up the front piece. Now I'm going to get my back. I'll place them shoulders facing each other. I'll stitch with half an inch. I'll do the same on the other side. So I'll do that and bring it back to show you what I have. So here I have joined the two shoulders with half an inch. Now for the side, I've equally closed it with 1 inch. Now we're going to be turning the neckline with a bias. So I'll place the bias on the right side. Then after stitching, I'll turn it to the wrong side and top stitch. So I'll do that and bring it back to show you. After adding my bias to the neckline, this is how everything looks. Now we're going to take the measurements for the lower parts. Remember, we are adding gathers to the lower parts. So we'll take the round measurements we have there so that we'll know the amount of fabric we'll be gathering. So take the round measurements you have on your top. So guys, if you watch up to this point, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. So after measuring, I got 32 inches. I'll keep that aside. Now this is the flowered material I showed you guys earlier. I have 3 yards of it. So I'll measure the length I have for the top. For the length I have here, I have 18 inches. So I want the full gown length to be 52 inches. So I cut out a fabric of 34 inches to complete it 52 inches. So that is what I have here. The length I have here is 34 inches by 3 yards. So the length is 34, and the wideness is 3 yards. So I'm going to run a loose gather stitch on it. So I'll take it to the machine. I'll run a loose gather stitch. So I'll do that and bring it back to show you. So after running a loose gather stitch, this is what I have. I'll pull the thread and start gathering. So I'll gather it up to that 32 inches that we measured earlier. So I'll do that and bring it back. After gathering, this is what I have. I'll bring my top. I'll place them right side facing each other. I'll take it to the machine. I'll stitch them together using half an inch. So I'm going to stitch that and do that and bring it back to show you. After stitching, guys, this is how everything is coming out. The next thing, I'll place them right side facing each other. I'll take it to the machine. I'll stitch them down with 1 inch. But while doing that, remember to mark out your zip. So after stitching it down, the next thing I'll do is to add my zip. So I'll do that and bring it back. Here guys, I've added my zip. This is how it looks. And if I turn it to the right side, this is what the front side looks like. So keep it aside to draft out our sleeve. Now for the sleeve, I folded another fabric into 2 and I'll come down 4 inches for my biceps. And I'll connect. So for the full length of my sleeve, I want it to be 11 inches. So because I want it to be 10 inches, the extra 1 inch is what I'll be using to hem the sleeve. Now this is what I have. The next thing I'm going to do now is from the tip of the fabric, I'll be carving out an X. This is how I draft out my sleeve. If there's any way you do yours, you're free to do that. Now after that, I'll take my round armhole measurement. When I get that, I'll mark. Then I'll add 1 inch stitching allowance. So on the hem of the sleeve, I'll take my round elbow measurement. I'll mark. Then I'll add my stitching allowance as well. Then I'll connect. Next thing I'm doing is to cut out all the excess we have. So guys, if you have not subscribed up to this point, what are you waiting for? Please hit that subscribe button, please guys, please. So after that, I'm going to stitch it down with 1 inch and I'll use it to cut out another one. Now after stitching it down, I've equally hemmed the lower part. Now I'm going to get my top, my gown. So if you watch, I've already added one of the sleeve. I'll be showing you how I did that. How I normally add mine is I'll open up the seam allowance on the top and I'll equally open up the seam allowance I have on the sleeve. I'll join them together, right side facing each other. So it depends on how you join yours. This is how I join mine. I'll pin them down, take it to the machine and stitch all around with 1/2 inch. So after stitching it down, guys, this is how everything came out looking. So thank you guys so much for watching up to this point. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and on your post notification button so you get notified every single time I post a new video. And do not forget to give me a thumbs up on this video. See you on my next video. Bye.